Hello, it's me. I'm back. It's August the 3rd, 2019, and it's just a minute. I was doing these series on Periscope a while ago. It's about birthdays, and I wanted to come back and be consistent. I was busy yesterday. I've got something really exciting planned. Can't tell you yet. So, I just wanted to talk about some more information about cancer and the beehive and the number four, and it's really for tomorrow. So let me start with the beginning. I'm a.k.a. Claudette for the Skystrology information about how everything is how above, so below, and how my experience looking up at the night sky in Egypt really put me in connection with the majesty of the stars. And also being in Egypt and being around that energy gave me a lot of respect for the history of that country. So we could start with that because Cancer is a interesting part of the sky. As we know, astronomically, we're talking that we are still in Cancer season, and tomorrow marks very significant birthday. And in my research that you can look at a.k.a. Claudette on Instagram, you see that I like to look at people born on the same day. Now, I've been thinking about this connection for a very long time, and it is the first one with the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Merkle, and the former President Barack Obama. Okay, I've been thinking about that. I've been wondering why are they born on the same date, August 4th. So let's look at that connection first because I've been talking about it. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and then I'll throw the others in because, like I said, I don't have a lot of time. But I do want you to have this information. So first things first, I took the liberty of correcting the birth time of Meghan Merkle because it was registered as 446. And the number four is just so strong here, that I put 444. I put that because this date, and my head is swelling like that, getting goosebumps with me, now I'm on the right track. This date is very close to what we talked about before, the Beehive Cluster. The Beehive Cluster, mind you, was named from Charles Messier, who named most of the clusters and stars at that time in the nebula. Messier 44. So 4 keeps popping up like crazy. That's the first thread. The first bits of 44. The second bit of 44 is that Barack Obama is the 44th president of the United States. He's also born 44. He and Merkel are born exactly 20 years apart, which is also quite a tidy number, I must say so myself. Okay, that is the connection. What I always thought was they both seemed to be, they're both mixed race, so they both are really I always say, the really making representative of what the earth looks like now, as far as nationalities, just because your color, but the connection of all the different nationalities and DNA. So they're representative of that, and for two different countries, and for, in a way, kind of changing things around a bit, having prominent positions that normally did not go to people of any color, mind you. So I found that is a similarity that I like to look at. But now with these mathematical ones, I have to say, I looked at both of their data, and to tell you the truth, I haven't looked at it long enough to find anything I can go, bang, that's it, bang, that's it. Of course, Barack Obama has a very special chart. The interesting thing about Merkle, I have to say, because it's her birthday tomorrow, is she's very creative. She has 3 constellations in the fifth house, which is the creative house and the children's house. So it starts with Libra, and it has Scorpio in it, and it has Sagittarius in it. So I found that really, quite interesting. And a Fucus. No, it doesn't have Sagittarius. Libra, Scorpio, and a Fucus, which is the 13th that we acknowledge, okay? And, she's a calligrapher. She's doing this. She's doing that. But what I have found, and it's because of the other people that connect with 44. So, did you know that the Queen's mother, Queen Elizabeth, also was born on the 4th of August? Ha 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 ha. But did you know she wasn't really, she's not like direct descendant. She married into the royal family like Merkle did. And she only became queen, mind you, because another American, Wallace Simpson, and Edward, was it the 8th? Oh my goodness, don't tell me it's another 8 number. It could be. I don't want to take it too long. He fell in love with her. It's big, everybody knows he had to abdicate his position because he was supposed to be king. But love, just like Merkle, just like Harry, love took over and he gave away his right to the throne. And because he gave away his right to the throne, then Queen Elizabeth, the Queen's mother, not to give him other Queen Elizabeth, became queen. Okay? That is why she has that position. Is that not amazing? And it's the same birthday as the Barack Obama, same birthday. So there's something maybe about love. I don't know. Okay, so I have to do a conclusion. So let me throw the other bits in. The other person that is born on that day is Louis Armstrong and another Louis, Louis Vuitton. Two Louises that are still, at the tip of everyone's tongue. These are legends. These are legends. And that's the kind of what brings it to. Is there anybody else? No, those are the people we're wanting to. This swarm of bees, this beehive, is like the major. It's bringing birth to eternity. And that is, to sum it up, the Egyptian. And they're talking about some discussions that Cancer wasn't maybe not the perfect name for this constellation. In Egypt, they associated beetle, the sacred beetle, the hard shell, the sacred beetle. And the beetle represents immortality, resurrection, and transformation and protection. I would say that sums it up with that symbolism of the sacred beetle from Egypt, because everybody knows, the music of Louis Armstrong, the legacy of Armstrong is, immortal. It will live on. Louis Vuitton is already living on forever, ever. Even like it's a whole conglomerate. It owns most of the fashion thing. It even, giving Rihanna her own fashion house. Louis Vuitton. Then we got the Queen. She died at 101, and people say like she's the Queen's mother. People will remember the Queen's mother like that all the time. These things will never leave, and people will always remember Barack Obama, and people will always remember Duchess of Sussex and Merkle, and also remember, that the fact that that love rules. And 4 is a special number, as we know. It's north, south, east, west. It's the 4 elements. It's the balance. We need to look in all directions. And hopefully it is, I believe it's something very positive. No matter what little technicalities we want to talk about or complain about, it is special. And it's immortal and transformational. And I will accept that 4. On August 4th, I am thinking of happy birthday to all those of you who have the birthday. Know that, kind of giving birth is the swarm of bees, that's right smack at 10 degrees. We're at like 11, 12, so it's 2 degrees. It's an orb. If the swarm of bees is the measure 44, giving birth, yeah, from that space of 10 degrees. It's definitely going to reach out and, be a couple of, it's going to have its effect, if you're going to produce something long lasting, long living, eternal, then yeah, it might show up a couple of days later. So it doesn't have to be. In a way, it's like a birth, isn't it? Babies, they look like one way when they come out on at the moment of time, and after a couple of days, they start looking like themselves. So let's just say that I believe that this good fortune has been birthed from this very special place in the Cancer, in the sacred beetle energy, and that we have this consistency. It's connected with four. I mean, Mesmer, I think he named it in the 1700s or 1800s, Mesmer 44. It's just resonating, this number 4. It's just so amazing. So yeah, the magic of mathematics with astronomy. It is all in the numbers. It's all mathematical, my dear ones. Have a fantastic weekend. Don't know if I'm going to come back tomorrow. But on Monday, I do Where the Heavenly Bodies Are, and I'm going to do it live here. Take care of yourself. Thanks for listening. Thanks for you subscribing. And if you want to, listen to more kind of out of the ordinary concepts, just stay right here and subscribe, and I'll give you some. Take care. Bye.